great respect.
So you're saying you
For young Alexander.
but
Again, I don't know what you say, sorry.
when the
I don't understand what you said. I know what you said. It's a bit like Gordon.
Yeah, your answer there was like Alistair Darling talking about Wendy Alexander.
Can I just get my question?
No, that's not what he said. But what do you mean, sir? I mean, I thought we were getting
let's
to the issue rather than what someone once said.
This is to try and get the lady's question answered about the NHS and Gordon Brown's statements that the NHS have disputed. And you're saying that you're standing by what Gordon says, although the NHS says it's incorrect.
The NHS letter that that lady, I think, was showing was about blood transfusion. It wasn't an organ transplant.
So the blood can go back and forth, so the organ transplants can't. Don't be silly.
Obviously in an independent Scotland, and obviously in Scotland, so I'm not accusing you of being silly or being stupid. So I mean, there's no need to do that. I respect, so you might not think this, but I entirely respect the passion of your commitment. I'd expect you to respect the validity and the patriotism of my point of view. I'm not being silly. That's patriotism. Why is that funny?
Because it just the British nationalism, you know, that's what's behind your stance, is it?
Balloons are getting
Which is very interesting. It's just very
I'm puzzled by what I'm just listening. What are you suggesting? I'm not a patriot.
I just didn't know that was a major factor in the argument for staying at Westminster. So it's British nationalism.
No. Do you love Scotland? I love Scotland. We both love Scotland, surely. Yeah. We both want what's best for our country. That's patriotism.
Well, if you vote no, you're going to be voting consciously to extinguish Scotland as a nation. It will be a region. And
do you genuinely believe that?
Westminster will be just which they do already now.
Do you genuinely believe if you vote no, you'll extinguish? Usually, if you vote no, you will extinguish Scotland as a nation.
That's what you're consciously voting to.
I'm puzzled by your argument.
Well, maybe if you let me speak, you might not. Maybe if you would let me speak, Jill, you might stop being puzzled.
But what do you mean by extinguishing as a nation?
I mean, when the Act and Treaty of Union, the Treaties and Act of Union were made in 1707, it extinguished the Scottish Parliament and the English Parliament.
But what's this? Tell me about 2014 and 18th
because
September.
We're voting.
How do we extinguish
because
as a
we're voting
country?
this time. Consciously voting.
So you're saying the majority of Scots...
We didn't vote in 1707.
You're saying the majority of Scots at the moment, and I'm not being complacent, but on the opinion polls, the Yes campaign's behind.
No, I don't believe that.
But you want that to change? Okay, well that's a conspiracy.
I don't believe that at all.
So you think the Yes campaign's ahead?
No, I don't think it's a conspiracy.
So you think the Yes campaign's ahead?
Can you let me speak, please,
Of course
Jim?
I can.
A lot of people haven't actually engaged with the debate yet because they've got a lot of things in their lives. They've got families, they've got jobs and everything else. And so we don't know what's going to be.
The majority of
we have not decided.
Hold on, let me speak now.
No.
So the majority of people who've made their mind up are consciously voting to extinguish Scotland as a nation.
Well, I don't believe that that's the case. I don't believe that that's
you just said on your pal's website. Your pal's website will record this. That you said I'm consciously voting to extinguish Scotland as a nation.
That will be the result of what you do.
Won't.
Yes, it will.
I believe in Scotland. I believe in the
people in power at Westminster will treat Scotland as a region as they do now, as they want to do now. But they will have a mandate to do so, and it will never be. They'll be able to do it without any cost.
You know, if we vote no thanks on 18th September, I have a genuine view that I'm not going to be able to convince you. Right? I mean, that's my sense. I mean, I'm not one of the world's great pessimists. I've got a limit to my persuasive powers.
I haven't been actually pro-independence for that long.
No,
you're right.
Yeah, I'm not going to.
You're absolutely right.
I hold on, I'm not talking to this. Yeah, of course So I'm not going to be able to persuade you, but I kind of don't doubt the sincerity of the patriotism in which you hold your view, and I'm just asking you to accept that my view and the view at the moment of most Scots.
No, you cannot say that.
The majority
not most Scots, not most Scots.
The majority of Scots who have expressed an opinion in this referendum at the moment are voting in favour of no thanks.
Seen the results of. There's polls that people where are they?
Which polls are those?
Where are all the documents?
Hold on a wee second, just listen to this lady.
They're hiding, Teresa, they're hiding.
Every opinion poll, all of the opinion polls by all of the organisations, and I'm not being complacent at all, of course. This is still an open contest. There's a lot of work still to be done, but at the moment the Yes campaign's behind, the No campaign's ahead, and that gives me a sense of kind of I'm pleased about that. You're not as pleased. But the fact is, the people on both sides of this argument, love our country equally. And it's not a contest.
It's not about love
of course it is about love of country.
It's about love of country. It's about democracy. And it's about political representation. People in Scotland who are Polish. People in Scotland who identify as Polish or whatever else nationality in the entire world can vote because they're going to get more representation, which is proper democracy, which Westminster has not. Has got a written constitution. It's got a chamber that's totally unelected, which is a larger chamber than the one that is elected, and it's about 3 centuries out of date. Never mind.
No, I think it's more than that.
Yeah, well, there you go. How are you going to change it?
I think you've been really kind of limited in your criticism there.
Well, there you go. How do you expect
I think the House of Lords,
it?
let me answer your question now that you've said it. I think you should change the Constitution of the United Kingdom. But the idea, I was in a meeting in Thurso the other day where the lady said, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Now, I don't want to break the United Kingdom, I want to renovate it, I want to change it, I want to
years to get rid of 850 folk in the House
I really can't answer your question. If you keep shouting at me on this, and your friend here, I'm assuming he's your friend, I have no idea, but I want to renovate. I want to change the United Kingdom. I want to elect the House of Lords.
You made it bigger, Jim. You made it bigger when you were in government. You made it bigger.
The last Labour government, the truth is, the last Labour government worked on the hereditary principle and eradicated the hereditary principle.
If you wanted to get rid
where
of
the fact was, it mattered what your family did through those years and decades gone by, and that idea that you inherited power and power cascaded through the generations. We abolished that hereditary principle.
Who elected Lord McConnell to the House of Lords?
I want an election to the House of Lords.
Who elected Lord Reid?
I'm not interested in one individual. But the House of Lords should be elected. That's my view.
Who elected all these Labour people to the House of Lords? If you don't want to talk about Jack McConnell.
No, I don't think it helps to individualise it. But my point, the lady asked about.
No, I'm not individualising. I'm saying
No, but the lady asked about the House of Lords, and my view is we should elect the House of Lords.
Can I ask you my question?
I thought that was your question. Hello, sir. Hello, my name's Jim Murphy. I'm a member of Parliament, and I'm here to try and persuade these good yes voters to vote no thanks. But I'm not yet convinced them all.
No thanks.
All right, good. You come and chat with me.
You're going to take my question now?
Of course I am. I've just seen hello.
No thanks to be on the ballot paper. I just thought
Have you taken any new lies with you today? New lies with you?
I have no lies, so that's not. I mean, that's hardly a question, isn't it?
It's not. It's a valid question.
Is that your question?
The question is, you've lied about what North Sea oil, whether it exists or not, whether it's going to continue, for 5 years or 500 years.
In the street, no North Sea oil exists. Okay.
You know what I mean?
No, I don't.
You scared us about Europe. You're scaring us about the pound. You're scaring us about NATO.
Tell me about the scare about Europe.
On and on. You said that we will not be in Europe.
Of course we won't be in Europe, sir. I mean, just have the honesty.
We're in Europe, Jim.
Well, geographically be in Europe, we won't be in the European Union.
I am a citizen of the European Union, as are you, and I will continue.
Of course we'll be in NATO.
So see the European Union, who has said Scotland would be straight day one back into the European Union? Who said? Apart from you and the Yes campaign, the European Commission, other member states of the European Union.
Does it work that way, Jim?
Yes, of course.
No, it's not.
Can I just ask you a quick question? Ask you a quick question, right? For 2 years I was the Minister for Europe in the UK government. I'm not saying I know everything, but you tell me what European treaty you rely upon that view on.
What European treaty prevents us being?
We're already
You're already members. I'm a European citizen. Is there a treaty that says I'm not a European? Is there a... No, you have said
I am answering a question.
Tell me the European treaty.
And it uses the British pound.
There you are. You can't stop us from being a citizen. Well
Which treaty takes away my European citizenship?
Jim, sorry, the supporters are
Unbearable currency.
I'm going to go and check something.
Stop us using it.
No, I'm answering your question, sir. Sorry, I'm trying to answer your question. You're on your website. I get your face on your website at least. I'm going to come over. What happens is, so let me answer your question. If you keep stop shouting, see if you stop shouting which treaty I'll answer. What happens is, whenever a new member state of the European Union joins, you have a treaty of accession.
Wait, no, which treaty takes away my citizenship?
No,
is my question.
my point is when a new country joins the European Union,
we're not a new country.
when a new member of the European Union, we're not going to convince one another. We're all European citizens. That's a nature of democracy. But if Scotland leaves the European Union, the United Kingdom, we also leave the European Union.
I'm
I
a
want to get back on.
citizen.
I know you would wish it not to be
I'm
so,
a
but the European
citizen.
Union has made that very, very clear.
We negotiate from
I'm going to go
within.
chat to some other
From
people. We're
within.
outside, sir.
We're not outside.
Political entity.